Hey guys, I'm Jinx, and welcome back to the Pillars of the Earth. Let's talk to the jailer.
Good day.
Probably not gonna.
You come to visit someone in my jail, Father? Or do you want to pick out a nice warm cell for yourself?
How dare you?
Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. See? A smile, just for you, Father.
I need to. He just keeps smiling at me. Okay.
Bishop Henry sends me.
The bishop, eh? What does he want?
He wants me to talk to Bartholomew of Shiring.
Bartholomew of Shiring? Ha! It's only Bartholomew now. It's his 4th day without bread. Soon he won't even be Bartholomew anymore.
Wow.
Bartholomew. I am Brother Philip.
Could you forgive those that wronged you? No,
We have never met, but I am responsible for your fate.
No one ever chose my fate for me. I choose my fate.
Why'd you go against the king? You conspiracy. Huh.
Why did you go against the king?
Stephen sent you. Why would you side with the usurper?
If you talk, they might bring you food now.
I was asked to make you confess.
Stronger men tried that before you. Why should I confess to you?
Your people found refuge in my priory. Your confession will help me to give them work.
Don't say that. A lot of them left. I don't know how true that is
sins
anymore.
to confess. My only regret is that I failed.
I will not tell the king that. They will kill you.
They have already done that. Monk, tell them that I confessed.
To what?
All of it. Treason.
What?
But
The son shall not suffer for the iniquity of the father. Tell Stephen that as well.
you know the scripture.
Richard and Aliena, my children, they must live.
They won't. But ask for clemency for his children. Yeah, but they won't honor that. Especially not fucking Kid Hamley. He's hunting them down.
And a good day to you too, Father.
They left. Never mind. They didn't leave. Toward the keep. Talk to the what did it say? The bishops, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's talk to them. I want to try something. Can we do that? Talk to him about his castle? Oh, Bartholomew confess. Provoke Alrin and mention castle, leave castle, and return tomorrow.
Would you not rather build a castle, my bishop?
What?
A castle like this, I mean. Do you not find this place remarkable? Winchester Castle.
Of course. It is.
Wow, okay. Anyway.
He confessed to everything, but he asks for clemency for his children.
Good. I will let my brother know what we have achieved today once he returns from the hunt. Good, Philip. You did well.
About the children.
About Bartholomew's children.
My brother was never one to judge a man by the deeds of his father. Still, I shall mention Bartholomew's request to him.
Okay.
Maybe I should come back tomorrow.
Yes, there is not much a monk can do here.
Yes, your bishop and I will do what we can to help your priory.
Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow.
My loyal subject, Percy Hamley, today becomes the Earl of Sharing. Of the former Earl's possessions, Percy shall have the castle. And all the land that is tenanted to knights, plus all other arable land and low-lying pasture.
I swear by all that is holy to be your liegeman, and to fight for you against any other.
My king...
Ah, yes. Of course, I have not forgotten the worries of my bishops. The Earl of Sharing himself, Percy here, solved this problem for me. Thanks to him, I can uphold my promise. Don't worry, Bishop Waleran. Kingsbridge shall be rebuilt. Percy told me of a man here whom my brother has not yet introduced. Come forward, Prior.
My brother, may I present to you Philip of Gwynedd?
My king.
You seem afraid. What are you worried about?
Well, cathedral. Dirty rope. Huh. Oh, Robert.
I'm worried about my priory and the cathedral.
I heard about the fire. How are you managing?
On the day of the fire, God sent us a builder, but we cannot pay him.
Don't worry, you can. Now, about the arrangement between you and Percy Hamley. He insisted that I give the sheep grazings belonging to the former Earl to the Priory of Kingsbridge. The Priory will also have the right to take stone from the Earl's quarry and timber from his forest. I wholeheartedly agree with the plan you two have devised. It shall be done.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lord.
It seems unnecessarily complicated to give the land to the bishop. Percy told me that you, Father Philip, share that sentiment. He told me it was your idea to take up the burden of managing the rebuilding of the cathedral yourself.
What a nice way to phrase it.
Wonderful.
I'm glad that we all were able to help you, Bishop Waleran, in this pressing matter. After all you have done for me.
Thank you, Lord King.
Bartholomew lost everything in his attempt to end my reign. This morning he was found dead in his cell.
What? Really?
I've heard that you, Prior, worry for his children, Richard and Aliena. While they shall lose their status, their name, and their land, they shall go free, wherever they are.
You must be very proud, Lady Hamley.
Of course. Father Philip has been very understanding in all this.
Yes, he is remarkable. Very remarkable.
My husband and I were terrified when we heard about the fire in Kingsbridge. It is a blessing that we can
What
help
was he
open
up
his
to?
priory now.
You sowed the wind, Philip.
Wow. Wow. Well, suck a dick to you too, Jesus. You sowed the wind, Philip. Jesus. That was chapter 6 of the Hamleys. We went to see, you could have just not gone to Bartholomew, interesting. You rode with William to the bishop's palace and uncovered Waleran's secrets. Waleran's servant has become suspicious of you, yeah. That doesn't really matter much now, considering Waleran believes we betrayed him. Anyways, you made a very lucrative pact with the Hamleys. Yeah, I hope that doesn't come to bite us in the ass later on. Also, coming up, is chapter 7. Last chapter of this, of book 1 of 3. The something in Kingsbridge, I don't know why that cut away. I didn't press anything. A few weeks later, goddamn.
Is everyone ready?
Yes, everyone will be there.
What was that?
But how are we to pray and contemplate like this? I don't dare even to send my choir out there.
We shall get used to it, all of us.
It's construction
We
work.
must be thankful for all of this.
Yeah.
For each noise, each face that disturbs us here.
We shall start with the chancel, then gradually work our way from east to west. That's the way it's done, the way I was taught to do it.
I value your enthusiasm, my dear Mason, but so far we're only cleaning up. I haven't even considered hiring a master builder yet, neither you nor anyone else.
May I show you some drawings?
By all means.
Do I get to floor plan, elevation, section? The outline for the foundation. This is where construction begins. But for a layman it may be hard to comprehend. Oh. The side view of one of the aisles' walls. It helps to understand proportion. Maybe I should begin here. Oh. A frontal view of the church. It's less abstract than the floor plan. Could be a good place to start. Floor plan, I guess?
When we walk around the site, we mark where the walls will be, the pillars, the doors and buttresses. Now for that we need a plan like this, to tell us where to place our pegs and string.
Is this how birds would see our church?
Exactly.
Hold on. Just to make it easier to see. Chancel. Chancel faces the sunrise in the east. Meant to be 4 bays long. Enough to look impressive without costing too much. Transit gives the church its cross-like shape. Oh, interesting. Right in the middle toward the channel. Okay. With 2 bays, it's perfectly proportioned. Nave and nave. The nave points west and has 6 bays. That should be enough to understand. These aren't the bays. What are the bays anyway? Overview. It's time to show him other things. It's time to show him other things. Oh, well, hold on. Actually, nave.
The nave is on the left. It has 6 bays.
And the chancel?
The chancel will have 4 bays.
The fuck's a bay? Unit of measurement?
I can see the transept is 2 bays wide, so it will be 12 in total. It does look splendid, but isn't that rather small?
It would be small, not less impressive.
It would be smaller, but not less impressive.
I guess a small cathedral would be closer to our means. It is still also uncertain. The king grants us timber and stone and wool from Shiring's pastures. But only God knows if it will be enough. I don't suppose you have any idea how much this would cost.
No, not at all. Pessimistic, optimistic. No more than £3,000. I mean, why don't I have the option to say like, oh, maybe about 3,000? I can either say 3,000 is the max or the minimum. How the fuck should I know?
I know exactly how much this would cost. It would be no more than £3,000.
I've spent the last few weeks working out the annual income of the priory. Here's the answer. £300 a year. and we spend every penny. Go on now, show me the rest of your drawing.
Oh, financing is gonna be a little... Elevation, section.
If you were facing the cathedral with the front wall torn down, you would see it like this.
Interesting. What's that, coming out from above the entrance?
A nave, roof, tower. Overview, aisles, foundation. I mean the nave? I drew it almost impossibly high. I had to. The prior needs to be impressed.
The nave will be about 32 feet high and will appear even higher.
Drawing the eye heavenward with its loftiness.
Well said. A chamber worthy of God.
I always wondered how walls this high could hold up so well.
Okay. That's overview. That's overview too. Interesting. Aisles. 2 round... let's just...
You recognise the aisles?
Of course. I've been in quite a few churches in my time.
Did you know then that their purpose is to support the nave?
Fascinating. I must say, you do know your craft, Master Builder.
Of course. Roof. I won't tell him about the ceiling yet. He could never afford a curved stone vault. So a simple timber ceiling will have to do. Interesting.
That's the tower, of course.
I thought so, but why is it right above the nave? Shouldn't it be closer to the transept?
Oh, don't be fooled. The tower is, of course, farther back, but one cannot show depth in a drawing.
Ah, of course. How high will it be?
3 halves was twice as high as the rest. How high would you like it to be? That's the... yeah.
How high would you like it to be?
Oh, I am not looking for another Tower of Babel. Just for something modest, yet awe-inspiring. What about the other drawings?
Hold on. There's still a foundation. No need to mention the foundation. It's very deep and a lot of work. But I'd rather focus on more impressive details. Sure. Okay, overview. Alright then. Elevation. Last
Imagine
point.
you're standing in the centre of the nave, looking at the wall. This is what you see.
Are those windows?
Right, but that's not all.
Arcade. There's 3... okay, interesting. What? This doesn't have a thing. Tribune gallery. Okay, the bottom half is hardly a wall at all. It's a row of columns joined by arches. Arcades. Interesting. Light
On the lowest level are the pillars of the arcade. They're joined by arches making up the bays. Through the archways you can see the windows in the aisle.
Okay. Clerestory.
On top are the clear-story windows. Shall I go on?
Yes, yes, of course.
Story.
I was just thinking. Keep going.
Clear story. Clerestory. Of course, clerestory. Tribune gallery.
Starting right in the middle is the Tribune gallery.
What tribune?
I can see you've put a lot of thought into this. I was just wondering...
Yes?
How long would this take to build? You can take your time with that answer.
15 years with 30 masons. 8 to 10 years with 60 masons. I don't know if you can hire 60. Say 15 years with 30 masons.
Well, that depends on how many people you employ. If you hire 30 masons with enough labourers, apprentices, carpenters and smiths, they will be done in 15 years.
I wish my monastic officials had your ability to think ahead and calculate. So, I need to find £200 a year. It doesn't sound so bad when you put it that way. You really want to build this cathedral yourself, don't you?
Yes, Father. I want you to appoint me Master Builder.
Why?
Well, because I've done it badly. I want to fully exercise my skill because it gives meaning to a man's life, because it will be beautiful. Meaning. I think that's what he would say.
Because he wants to give people hope.
Is that so?
Of course, but that option wasn't there.
Then answer me this one last question.
Thank you, Martha.
If people were to enter your church, what image would they see crowning the tympanum above the entrance? One of Judgment Day to teach people to be good? Or one of Paradise to remind them of God's mercy?
Paradise.
Show them hell, so that they're afraid to do bad things.
Wow.
I'd rather see trees and animals.
Warn them of I don't know. That's always so weird. It's warning them of Judgment Day is like threatening them. You know, you better be good or you're gonna burn for all eternity. It's like that's a fake kind of peace, you know, because everybody's afraid to not be peaceful. Rather like this, people might choose to be. It's true.
It should be the promise of a better life. Therefore, it will show heaven.
Yes.
This is quite exciting, isn't it, brother?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Francis.
I'm just glad that I can be a part of this. In the past year, I was often afraid that my involvement in politics might turn out, well...
Yeah, better not get into it now.
Let's just say that I'm glad that I can still be by your side, Philip. And for that, I thank God. And I thank you too.
Papa, will there be statues inside?
Statues?
Statues?
Oh. That's enough, children. It's time you went out and played.
Cute. So we were talking about the design
Brian.
of the new...
Yes?
My first wife, Agnes. She died without a priest, and she's buried in unconsecrated ground. Sometimes a man builds a chapel, or founds a monastery, in the hope that in the afterlife God will remember his piety. I just wonder, do you think my design might serve to protect Agnes's soul?
God no longer asks for blood sacrifices, for the ultimate sacrifice has already been made. But the lesson of Abraham's story is that God demands the best we have to offer, that which is most precious to us. So you must ask yourself, is this design the best thing you could offer?
Except for my children. Yes.
Then rest easy, Tom Builder. God will accept it.
Contract of employment. Hell yeah. Maybe hell yeah isn't the proper nomenclature, proper thing to say in this context. Anyway, contract dated February 1st, 1136. I, Philip of Gwynedd, in representation of Kingsbridge Priory, hereby assign Tom Builder as master builder for the construction of Kingsbridge Cathedral. The Priory will provide £200 a year to be used wholly for materials and craftsmen. The pace of construction shall be adjusted accordingly and adhere to plans approved by the prior. In exchange for his work, Tom Builder and his family are to receive a private house and the right to attend all common meals of the priory. The contract is subject to change with the priory's financials and gives future prospect of additional payment to compensate for the master builder's work. Assigned Prior Philip of Gwynedd and Tom Builder. Nice! He gets to build his cathedral finally. Hole in the ground. Oh, I assume we're Jack again, right? Mother, yeah. Unfriendly monks. Huh. Oh, there we are. Okay, hold on. Let me sit down properly. There we go. Okay. Well. House of the Prior stay. Oh, this is where we are. Pathway. These are the stables, that's the House of the Prior. This is the same view we had before, but the cathedral's just straight up missing. Mother, hole in the ground. Unfriendly monks. House of the Prior. Tom can draw so well. I must watch him very, very closely. Well, I can draw like that too. Stables. Where did they put all the horses? That is actually a pretty good question. Probably just somewhere else. I don't like them. They always shout at me as if I was stupid. I'm not talking to them. Hole in the ground. Tom said it takes many years to build a cathedral, but only one night to burn it down. I do right? I don't know. I mean, your older self said you did wrong, so... Mother! I think she's starting to like it here. Even with all the noise. And the monks. Let's talk to
Jack,
Mom.
do me a favor and give Paul these herbs, will you?
Sure.
But he's a monk. You don't like monks.
Well, it turns out not all of them are bad.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Still, be careful before you trust any one of them.
Yeah.
There he is! Give our prior the welcome he deserves!
Oh, you know, I am only following God's will.
Prepare to raise the bell! Make the prior proud!
Well, thank you.
Go on, Jack. Don't forget about Paul's herbs.
Where
sure.
have I seen that woman before?
Mother gave me these sage leaves. Where's Paul? Philip's crowd. They clapped their hands for Philip, as if they wanted everyone to hear that he was coming. So much noise. Stables, House the Prior. Give herbs to Brother Paul. That's right. Actually, I'm gonna save right quick. There we go. Where's Brother Paul? Oh, right. We can go down here. So he's probably... Maybe he's just sitting at his post, you know? Yeah, he is. The road into Kingsbridge. Look, well, it's looking better. Winter's over and everything. Brother Paul. Sorry, Brother Paul. He looks like an old tree. I think he's as ancient as the forest. One day I'll be just like him. Well, good that you're excited about that, actually. Anyway, let's give him some herbs, some sage leaves.
Oh, good day, boy. If
Good
you
day.
see your mother, tell her the pain's gotten worse. I think I might take her up on our offer now. Oh,
Your offer?
Oh, don't you ever get as old as I am, boy. 'Tis not natural.
So, here, I forgot the herbs.
This is from my mother.
Oh, bless her. Boy, whatever Remedius says, your mother is a saint.
Thank you. Whoa!
Oh, is that the bell? Can you see it from here? A bell without a cathedral. Your father certainly had strange ideas.
It might be. What's a bell?
Well, that thing there is not. Oh!
Excuse me?
Yeah, it is Elena. Hell yeah!
You. I remember you. You're the boy with no father.
Actually, I have 2 fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes. Tom Builder and Jack Sharebug.
I thought you weren't the builder's son.
Well, I am now.
I have to say, Prior Philip told me there would be a lot of sheep here. I can see he wasn't exaggerating.
Yeah.
You know Philip too?
I do. He's the reason I'm here. Is he around?
He should be around somewhere. Busy man, that fellow. But don't worry. You probably won't have to look for him for long.
All right. Thank you.
So she's safe. That's good. Yeah, look at all the sheep and everything. It's looking... I mean, a lot of the houses are... Oh, that's gonna be... fucking Hamley boy, right? Walter?
Shall we go after them?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Will we?
Now we know where we can find them.
Ha! Ho!
Oh, man. See what I mean? Like, some people just need to be punched. Whoa. And what do you see in there?
My bishop, William Hamley, has returned to see you.
Send him in, Timothy. We have much to discuss.
Wow. That is fucking loud. You finished book 1. Hell yeah, we did. Chapter 7 is complete. The Rise of Kingsbridge. What you did, you gave an optimistic estimation of the cost of construction. Yeah, sure, of course we did. You chose an image of paradise for the new cathedrals Nobody found out about Francis' involvement in the conspiracy. That's very, very good. Lady Eliana, what does she want to talk to? Why does she want to talk to Philip? Who knows? But she's safe and she's here for the moment. That's good. Bishop Valoran began scheming against Kingsbridge. Yeah, he did. Ah, fuck him! You finished book 1. Woo! Well, I don't know if there's a way for me to get out of this without
Next time
starting
on the Pillars of the Earth.
Oh.
Find out what happened to me and my brother Richard after the siege of our father's castle. What will the future hold in store for Kingsbridge? The Pillars of the Earth. Sowing the Wind.
Whoa. I didn't know there were, like, things like that. And even credits for book 1? Okay, hold on. We'll, Whoa. And yeah, Sowing the Wind. That's book 2, chapters 8 till 14. Okay. Cool. I'm not gonna do credits now. We're gonna do them at the end of this Let's Play, of course. Well, that has been book 1. Next time, book 2 doesn't really make much of a difference for us. I assume if this game came out in 2017, right? If I remember correctly. So, I assume that there were probably, like, at least somewhat big time gaps in between each book. So, like, they released book 1 first, and then maybe, like, a month or two, or a little while later, book 2, and then a little while later, book 3. I would assume. I don't know. But for us, we have all 3 books, so it doesn't really make that big of a difference, so, yeah. But hey, that's the first third of this complete. Next time, chapters 8 till 14. Sowing the Wind. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we'll see what the future holds, huh? Auf Wiedersehen.